Good morning. Now, in continuation with the respiration chapter, today we'll be studying the transport of gases. Now, we know that blood is the medium through which the oxygen and carbon dioxide get transported, and 97% of the oxygen is transported by RBCs in the blood, and remaining 3% of oxygen is carried in the dissolved state through the plasma. And 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide is transported by RBCs, whereas 70% of it is carried by the bicarbonate ions. So about 7% of carbon dioxide is carried in the dissolved state through the plasma. So this is how oxygen and carbon dioxide they get transported. So let's see how the transport of oxygen takes place. You know that hemoglobin is a red colored iron containing pigment that is present in the RBCs, and oxygen can bind with the hemoglobin, and it is a reversible manner to form the oxyhemoglobin. Now each hemoglobin molecule can carry a maximum of 4 molecules of oxygen. So binding of oxygen with the hemoglobin is related with the partial pressure of oxygen. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide, hydrogen ion concentration and temperature are the factors which interfere with this binding. So a sigmoid curve is obtained when percentage saturation of hemoglobin and oxygen is plotted against the partial pressure of oxygen, which is in millimeters of mercury. Now this curve is called as the oxygen dissociation curve and is highly useful in studying the effect of factors like carbon dioxide, studying the partial pressure of carbon dioxide, hydrogen ion concentration, partial pressure of carbon dioxide, hydrogen and other factors which are interfering with the binding capacity of the oxygen. So here we find that in the alveoli where there is a high pressure, when we are talking about alveoli. In alveoli what is there is a high partial pressure of oxygen and low partial pressure of carbon dioxide, lesser hydrogen ion concentration, low temperature, and all these factors they are favorable for the formation of oxyhemoglobin. So these factors, whereas when we talk about tissues, now in tissues what is there is a low partial pressure of oxygen and high partial pressure of carbon dioxide, high hydrogen ion concentration, and we also apart from the partial pressure of carbon dioxide and oxygen, hydrogen ion concentration and temperature, higher temperature that exists, and these conditions are all favorable for the dissociation of oxygen from the oxyhemoglobin. Now this clearly indicates that oxygen gets bound to hemoglobin in the lung surface and gets dissociated, and it gets dissociated when it is in the tissues. So every 100 ml of oxygenated blood that delivers around 5 milliliters of oxygen to the tissues under normal conditions. So this is how transport of oxygen takes place due to the partial pressure and some other factors which are there like hydrogen ion concentration, temperature, and these factors they also are related to the transport of oxygen. Thank you so much.